Hello and welcome to ThePrint, and thank you so much for joining our live today. Today we talk about the entire controversy that has erupted between Aam Aadmi Party's East Delhi candidate Atishi and the BJP's East Delhi candidate Gautam Gambhir. The first thing to remember is that Delhi goes to polls on Sunday, that is May 12th. Now the second thing is, how did the entire controversy begin? The Aam Aadmi Party yesterday did a press conference where Deputy Chief Minister Manish Sisodia and the party's East Delhi candidate Atishi claimed that Gautam Gambhir is distributing abusive pamphlets in which Atishi is referred to as a prostitute, Atishi is referred to as someone who's from a mixed breed. The language of the pamphlet is incredibly abusive and atrocious. However, the political discourse it has taken the political discourse to a whole new level, as we can see. But the Aam Aadmi Party, as we know of now, is alleging that Gautam Gambhir specifically is the one who is distributing these pamphlets. Now, whether the BJP is doing this or not is something we cannot establish at this juncture. There are no points that directly link the pamphlet with the Bharatiya Janata Party or its East Delhi candidate Gautam Gambhir. Gautam Gambhir has even said that he has actually already filed a case of defamation against Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal, Deputy Chief Minister Manish Sisodia and Atishi. He says that this is nothing but slander, and at the end of the day, if any of these charges are proven, he will withdraw his candidacy with immediate effect. However, Aam Aadmi Party has maintained its position. They still claim that it is Gautam Gambhir who is distributing these pamphlets, and at yesterday's press conference, things got so heated up that Atishi ended up breaking down. As we have seen that there have been repeated visuals of that press conference that have been playing over and over again. So the question that we're asking today is, who does this pamphlet hurt more? Now, again, like I said, the important thing to know is that this controversy which began yesterday, Aam Aadmi Party claims that this pamphlet has been brought to their notice by a couple of members from the East Delhi constituency. And these pamphlets have been distributed along with newspapers. Like I said, the content of the pamphlet is completely outrageous. It takes the political discourse to a whole new level. A whole new low, but that's not the only thing, and this is not the first time that it is happening in this election, which we have already seen has been very polarizing. Even as of today, Sam Pitroda has gone on air and said that 1984 ke dange hue to hue. Even though Congress leader Sam Pitroda is claiming that his words are being misconstrued by Prime Minister Narendra Modi, but Prime Minister Narendra Modi has filed this allegation and has leveled this allegation at Sam Pitroda that he has made this claim. But that's not the only thing. Earlier we saw that Azam Khan hit out at Jayaprada by saying that even her underwear is khaki colored. So it's not the first time that we are seeing that politics is taking a really, really ugly turn, but it's the first time that it's happening in Delhi till now. Although, I mean, between the kind of insults that have been traded between the Aam Aadmi Party and the BJP here, there is nothing very, very, very surprising that something like this has finally come and hit Atishi, who since the very beginning has been a very controversial candidate. So initially we saw last year that Atishi was made to drop her last name, which was Marlena, because people in the party had claimed that it sounds Christian and it would have an impact on the kind of electoral gains that would have for her. However, then they went on to allege that she was a Jew, and with which then the Aam Aadmi Party hit back at them. They said she was a Christian. The Aam Aadmi Party hit back at them with Manish Sisodia claiming that she's a Rajputani, she's a Jhansi ki Rani. So her caste also became an issue. Her religion also became an issue. And now what we are seeing is nothing but all-out character assassination that is happening against it. Yet again, the claim being reasserted here that this is what the Aam Aadmi Party is alleging. We till now cannot establish whether the BJP or Gautam Gambhir is behind this pamphlet. So what happens now? How does it impact both Aam Aadmi Party and BJP's chances in the upcoming elections in East Delhi specifically, and in Delhi in general? Okay, we have our first question. The first question says, is this a violation of Election Commission guidelines? Well, technically, if we knew who the perpetrator was, then it would definitely be a violation of Election Commission guidelines. But since till now it remains to be seen or heard who is the one who has put out this pamphlet, and since the controversy is going on and both parties are placing the blame squarely against each other, we cannot take a certain call on whether it violates the Election Commission guidelines. Like I said, character assassination and personal attacks on candidates are nothing uncommon for Indian politics. We have been seeing it since time immemorial. But something this outrageous, however, is shocking. It's disgusting also to a certain extent. But however, it's been a kind of a norm in this election, which has often taken ugly turns. So till the time we can establish who put out this pamphlet, the Election Commission does not have a perpetrator to act against. In that case, we cannot say that it's a violation. It would be a violation if we knew who was behind the move. Then there's a second question which says Gautam Gambhir has no background. Well, surprising there are many Indian politicians who come into the fray out of no political involvement per se. But Gautam Gambhir definitely has a fan following. Gautam Gambhir definitely has presence. A lot of his supporters who have been trending the hashtag I stand with Gautam Gambhir since the morning are basically saying that he is a gentleman and that he has never participated in something like this. Those who have come to his defense often will actually assert that he's a man of decent character, and something like this is completely out of the ordinary and out of context when it comes to him. No political background. On what basis are they asking for votes? I do not know who your question is addressed to, whether it's addressed to Gautam Gambhir or it is addressed to Atishi, because Atishi definitely has been an advisor to the education minister in the Delhi government, which is Manish Sisodia. She's also considered one of the people who have been integral in shaping Delhi's education policies at this point in time, who have undertaken reforms that have improved Delhi government schools across the national capital. So she's actually thought of as someone who's already worked in the national capital. That is what she's leveraging to ask for votes. As for Gautam Gambhir, he is also promising reform and change in Delhi. He promises to represent the people, be the voice of the people. What is the next step that AAP is planning to take? Well, Atishi has already filed an official complaint with Delhi Commission of Women Chief Swati Maliwal, and I do believe earlier this morning Deputy Chief Minister Manish Sisodia has also said that they will be filing a defamation case against the BJP, a kind of a counter defamation suit, if you will, at this point in time, since Gautam Gambhir has already filed his last evening. Atishi is the only AAP candidate in Delhi who has some chance of winning. This pamphlet issue is actually going to backfire and is only hurting her chances. I'm sorry, I don't know your name. No, Admi1979. Well, the thing is that if you look at it from a strategic perspective, this is actually very smart politics, and it's highly unlikely that it will backfire on the Aam Aadmi Party or Atishi for that matter. There has been widespread support for her across all platforms, whether it's social media, whether it's been on the media, electronic media. Across everywhere, she is actually getting a lot of support. She's actually been shown a lot of support, and political experts argue that this may also help swing the sympathy vote in her favor. The pamphlet is malicious, yes, but the fact that it has become an issue 2 days before Delhi goes to polls may actually help Atishi instead of harming her. Aman Shrivastava wants to know, Delhi being a liberal city, wouldn't it be suicidal for Gambhir in insulting a woman? Again, first off, we cannot establish that Gambhir is the one who insulted Atishi. The pamphlet, who issued the pamphlet, we do not know. How many people received the pamphlet, we do not know. But is it suicidal? Yes, of course. We have seen the kind of backlash Gautam Gambhir has also received on Twitter. We have seen the way he's been called out, even by people like Mehbooba Mufti. So it's not very surprising that that Gautam Gambhir is claiming at this point in time that it's Arvind Kejriwal who's actually put out this pamphlet. He says that Aam Aadmi Party has practiced dirty tricks in the past, and it's them doing the same thing again. Political experts also argue that this is a certain kind of a vicious circle which AAP has also participated in the past. So if you go back a few years, you will remember that Arvind Kejriwal was the one who called Majithia a drug dealer in Punjab before we went into voting for the Punjab Assembly elections in 2017. Later, of course, Arvind Kejriwal apologized for his comments and the defamation suit was withdrawn. But at that point in time, such a comment was made, such a claim was made. So there are political experts who are at this point who are saying that, oh, it's a vicious circle and it's now coming back to haunt the Aam Aadmi Party. But again, we cannot establish where the pamphlet came from and who wrote it. We can only say that its content, however, is really, really atrocious. Ashish Pandey wants to know, what about police? Can the police take action against it? Of course, the moment someone files a complaint, the moment someone alleges that character assassination has been happening, that someone is deliberately trying to hurt or harm someone, if probable cause can be proven, a complaint can be filed. The tweets of Gautam Gambhir are astonishing and aghast. What's your view on that? Gautam Gambhir's tweets are basically out there trying to justify his position. At this point in time, we have to realize that both parties are trading allegations in what has turned out to be a very personal and a very, very controversial and ugly campaign in Delhi. But this is not the first time they've been trading allegations. I mean, even in the past, if you look at the trajectory of the Delhi elections and the way it's been going for a while now, a lot of them have been trading allegations. Earlier, before this, the Aam Aadmi Party had alleged that Gautam Gambhir has 2 voter ID cards. Then, of course, Raghav Chadha was planning on taking Ramesh Bhiduri to court for his outrageous comments, etc., etc. And then there was a controversial statement at Dilip Pandey's roadshow where Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal said that for in this election, nachne wale ko vote mat dalna. So, I mean, at some point or the other, we have seen a lot of controversies happening in the national capital. This just seems to be another step in that very direction. Vishwadeep Ghosh wants to know, why is nobody talking about the Congress since there are so many conspiracy theories in Indian politics today? How has this angle escaped the notice? Well, it's actually very surprising and a very interesting question, if you ask me, because the Congress candidate, Arvinder Singh Lovely, who's contesting from East Delhi, is a former DPC, Delhi Pradesh Congress chief. He's also been a cabinet minister and is known to have a very, very good, strong voter base in parts of the constituency. Now, to add another angle to your conspiracy theory by saying that Congress is the one who orchestrated the entire thing, it would be very stupid politics, because what Congress would have inadvertently done is it would have pitted AAP against the BJP, which is yet again turned the competition into one between Gautam Gambhir and Atishi. So if the Congress really, I mean, was suicidal, perhaps that may have been a conspiracy theory to explore. But however, at this point in time, we do not know who pitched this, whether it was even a party or whether it was an individual. When it was taken out, we just know that it has surfaced very recently. It has surfaced a couple of days ago, and the Aam Aadmi Party has chosen to bring it up yesterday. AAP has already defamed and apologized. Is it true? Like I just mentioned, in the case of Majithia in Punjab, Arvind Kejriwal had alleged that he is a drug dealer and had to have apologized. And it was not the only incidents. I mean, there have been multiple defamation cases that the party has had to battle over the years. So whether AAP has defamed and apologized is a different thing. The point of the matter is that at this point in time, what we're looking at is a very, very malicious pamphlet which is personally attacking a young female candidate in the constituency. But still, like I said, we cannot establish who has put this out. Our last question is from Mr. Ashish Pandey. BJP MLAs also harm AAP MLA Alka Lamba. So I think you're basically trying to imply that the BJP MLAs have also in the past hurled abusive content at the AAP MLA Alka Lamba. No woman, man, any participant in politics is actually above personal attacks, like we talked about earlier. So from whether it's Mamta Banerjee saying that she'd like to slap Narendra Modi, which of course the Prime Minister made a big deal out of, and then Yogi Adityanath with his really, really controversial statement saying unke paas Ali hai to hamare paas Bajrang Bali hai, and yet again Azam Khan with a very, very direct insult aimed at Jaya Prada, or even for that matter Pragya Thakur when she called the martyr Hemant Karkare someone she had cursed and who had eventually died. So whether personal attacks have been a norm in politics, but that does not make any of this okay. But at the same time, we must remember there is no direct line to establishing who actually did this. Thank you so much for joining us. This is Diksha Bhardwaj for The Print.